The European Union's top diplomat says Russia has concentrated more than 150,000 troops on Ukraine's border and in annexed Crimea. Josep Borrell declined to give a source for the figure, but said that the risk of further escalation is evident.
We have to commend Ukraine for its restrained response, and we urge Russia to de-escalate and to diffuse tensions.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying Yahweh Shai, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi. And today is Monday, April the 19th, 2021, and it's currently 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace be with you. May peace be unto you. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. What you're watching here, it's called Esau's trouble and the Gentiles' tribulation. Be at peace. The Most High checkmate our enemies. What you're seeing here now, brothers, is the Gentiles getting confused. Usually when things like that happen, and then they say diffusing the escalated thing, and things go back to normal. As you may be, well, if you're not aware, there is a plague out there that's killing people in the millions. They are not telling us the truth. Now, because of this video the nature of this video, we are going to use certain word like big bear, for the rush, and the eagle for the for the people here. So now, Big Bear is not backing down. The ego is not backing down. It's two ways out of this, brothers. It's one of them is, well, three ways out of this. The first way, one of them is going to have to put their tail between their legs and flee. The second is they're going to have to go at it. The third is they're going to come to a truce. Which way? Is the bear going to back down, or the ego going to back down? Or they're going to go at it? Either ways, they're going to go at it. Because the prophecy said 45 will lose, 46 will win. World War III among you scumbags. And that's exactly what's happening now. And there is no de-escalating things. Is this the image of de-escalating things? The Big Bear nuke bombers and fighter jets blitz Ukraine, and massive military drills as war fears grow. You know what blitz mean? Define blitz. Training.
Here's the definition of blitz: an intensive or sudden military attack.
You know what that means? Blitz, an intensive or sudden military attack. A sudden, energetic, and concerted effort, typically on a specific task, effort, exertion, endeavor, onslaught, attack, push, attack, brothers. Big Bear nukes, bomb, and fighter jets attack Ukraine in massive military drills as war fields grow. This isn't a drill. You are loading up nuke. I mean, what the hell is this? This isn't a drill, man. This is for real. This thing is for real. It's going down, brethren. All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH. It's going down. There's no way out of this. There's no way you can turn back from this. That's what that is. Okay? This is not something that uploaded years ago. This is April the 19th, 2021. Okay. Okay. There goes the complaint. What a effing embarrassment to be human. Every living animal and sex behave better than us. Shut the hell up. You shut the hell up. You don't know what's going on here. All of a sudden, now we're not human because your judgment is at the door. Probably time to get some vital supply before the supermarket shelves get ransacked. Yeah, I mean, that's what that is, you know. I mean, yeah, you people always prepping as if this is not gonna come to you. I'm gonna go ahead and hide and get food. I'll be all right. Boys, here we go. We wait for this. I'm moving to northern Canada, and if the U.S. get involved, as if not Canada gonna be neutral, as if they were always neutral in everything. I just sorted my life out, and this is about to kick off. You got them right. UK sends troops to Ukraine to get second Crimea War memorial. I don't care about this. Brothers, sisters, this thing is not going nowhere. It's going to happen. Whether they like it or not. Is that thing even recording? Let me see. Yes, it is. Yes. Let me just purify and sanctify that with a holy slide. That is good. That is good. The most I like that. The most I like when we do this. Now, brethren, sistren, new records. This is today, April the 19th. New record rise in India's cases, deaths, curfew, and capital. A new high of nearly 275,000 new daily cases was recorded on Monday, along with more 1,600 deaths. This thing ain't going nowhere. And when you check it, brethren, you know they used to update this daily. Now they don't. They do it every 7 days. The last time they updated was like on the 10th. We're on the 19th. So they are 2 days behind. They're supposed to upload it, you know, every week. We are 747,000. Last time we had 747,219 cases was in January 3rd, I believe. Yes, January 3rd. And as you can see, brothers, this thing, it went down. They were bragging, oh, it's trending down. It's going to die. It's going to die. And then our new year kicks in. And then it keep piling up. It's going to go up. It's going to go up till you can see it from the screen. That is the Most High doing. We will not take the credit away from the Most High. Now, while you see all those war, this is execution by the sword, the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Number 9, execution by the sword, war. Number 5, destruction by the sword, destruction by earthquake and the sword. Why all those things is happening? Because, and there you go, here you go. He's the favor. This is the ultimate precept, the ultimate verse of all Christian. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So is that what that is? You people like to take verses and put them next to each other and then say that's what it means. You think this is how simple our Father is when they say, for YAHAWAH so loveth the world of Israel, the world of Yasharallah, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him, the one that went too far, the one that went so far they thought like the Most High will never accept them back. It should not perish but have everlasting life. This is not talking about you. And when they say whosoever believe in him, they're not talking about YAHAWAH. They're talking about Yahawah himself. Yahawashi is nothing but an ambassador to his Father. Whosoever believe in him, they're not talking about Jesus Christ here. They're talking about the ultimate power. Whosoever believe that he still have love for them, because they did anger the Father. The children did anger. We did a lot. We thought like Father will let us perish. You know, we didn't believe that he will save us, but because he sent the Son to teach us as the law to walk in his way, if we did believe the Father, believe doesn't mean, oh, I believe. Mean uncover your heart, repent, yield, submit, obey, and you will not perish. You will have everlasting life. There's many world out there. There's the World Cup, there's the world of animal, and your world, and there's our world. Two different things. This is talking about our world, and yours is about to being destroyed right now, as you just see. This is the Christian favorite thing to go. John 3:16. This resolves everything. Oh, I believe. You think it's that simple? No. Genesis 15:13 still stand, and it's not going to go nowhere. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them. And they shall afflict them 400 years. The 400 years is fulfilled. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And afterward shall they come out with great substance. Fathers judging this world through the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Peace be with you, brothers and sisters. Peace be unto you. This scene.
India is in the grip of a second wave of COVID-19 and nowhere
Is it the face of the people that are ready to bring Jacob's trouble? Is this the face or the look of the people that are ready to lead the world? One bed, you got 2 people in it, suffering from a quote-unquote pestilence, so to speak. They got 75,000 cases in one freaking day. Recorded on Monday, which is today. Well, I believe India, like, you know, they go one day ahead of us because they're on the third part of the world, I believe. And as those people over there, they act like the land over there is their land. No, sir. We will tell you people where your land is at.
is that being felt more than in its hospitals. There are shortages of beds, oxygen supplies and medicine, and doctors say this time they've seen a change in who is being admitted to hospital.
What we are seeing, and this is all anecdotal or personal experience, is there are younger patients who are being admitted into hospital and are more sick than the type of disease that young patients usually have, which is mild to moderate.
Okay, so you heard that. It's attacking younger generation, younger people. Remember a few months ago, there was a mysterious disease that went in India and killed a bunch of people. For those of you who remember that, they thought the Messiah was done with them. No, it's not. This is the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. That's plague number 8, pestilence. And hunger will change the destruction. Let's go to Brazil.
Burials have become the norm at Sao Paulo's main cemetery as grave diggers struggle to keep.
What you are looking at here, brothers, the face of those people that you are looking through your screen, it's called sorrow, the first plague. We do this every video, brethren. Define sorrow.
Here's the definition of sorrow. A feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others.
Sadness, unhappiness, dejections, regrets, depression, misery. This is the face of misery. This is the face of sadness. This is the face of dejection. This is not the face of pride. This is not the face of a bunch of people that is like, wow, we are about to take over the world. Our people are about to do better. We're about to inherit the land of Yasharala. We're about to take Jacob and put him in some type of trouble. This is a face of, damn, I effed up. This is the face of, my sphincter is, yeah, right. This is the face I know I effed up. This is the face of sorrow. The face of regret. The face of sadness. They lost people there. This is not a face of people that are ready to take over the world. They can't.
Keep up with bodies piling up. More than a quarter of the world's coronavirus deaths recorded last week were in Brazil, with new variants proving more contagious and dangerous. Health officials are even asking women to delay pregnancies.
What the hell is that? Well, how does women delay pregnancy? I don't know this. Are you guys? I thought you people were a Christian nation. Remember the other day, brothers? They had this giant statue they are building of Cesare Borgia. We made a video of it. There's a video of those people. An article. I thought those people were Christian. Let me see if I can get this video right quick. Things. Oh, there it goes. There's our dude. Though new powers catch spies to introduce after Russian and Chinese threat. That's our boy Boris. You know, take that dreadful swig out of that giant whiskey bottle, and then throw that suit on, get on camera. Oh, now, where's that video? There we go. You see? All praises to the Most High, YAHAWAH. So this giant statue that you see here is a new one they are building in Brazil. You people are Christian, and then you're telling your doctors or telling the women, listen to this.
And asking women to delay pregnancies.
What's that mean? How you delay a pregnancy? Don't you know the moment you drop that bread in the oven, it's going to, the moment you drop that dough in the oven, is going to turn into bread, so to speak. Yeah, right. So when you tell somebody to delay a pregnancy, how are you going to delay the growth of the dough? How are you going to delay this? Don't tell those people to commit abortion, because you people are a bunch of Christians. You guys are Christians. You know? You did this project, which is cost $350,000 to promote Christianity. Now you're telling women to delay pregnancy? How? How does one delay pregnancy?
É que neste momento, tá,
At this moment of the pandemic peak, when we see there is a difficult situation in maternity wards, because of the situation that's happening in maternity wards, it should be evaluated like what happened with Zika in 2016. If possible, we recommend delaying pregnancy until a more suitable moment, so you can have your pregnancy in a more peaceful way.
How? How are you going to do that? What is the word? What is it? What those people are trying? Okay, hang on. Define delay.
Here's the definition of delay. Make someone or something late or slow.
Okay, how are you going to make a pregnancy late or slow? How are you going to hold up pregnancy? How are you going to hold up not being pregnant? Oh boy, that's a word that doesn't do too well with being pregnant. Yeah, right. Keep back pregnancy? A period of time by which someone is late or postponed. How does one postpone a pregnancy? You already pregnant. Don't you mean, I believe what they're trying to say here. Try not to get your ass pregnant. That's what they try. Hey man, stop getting pregnant. Don't be telling me the women that are already pregnant, they have to delay that. Like, hey, hold on a little, as if they have some type of power of the wolf that's going inside of them. Man, you scumbag. You know I have a problem with journalism like this, man. You know, I just can't pass this guy, you know. So, yeah, man, this is Brazil. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, a new study says coronavirus in Brazil is affecting an alarmingly high number of babies and children, whose death toll could be 3 times more than official estimates.
Because the Most High did say he was going to take your children too. Those people think this thing is a joke, man. Those people think they can just walk around, walk away, and then nothing happen. Didn't French just say something today? They act like nothing is going on. Listen.
We will progressively lift the restrictions at the beginning of May, which means that we will organize indeed summertime. with our professionals in France for French, European citizens, but as well for American citizens. So we are working hard to propose a very concrete solution, especially for US citizens who are vaccinated, so with a special pass, I would say.
Have you worked that out with the White House?
Yes, we started to discuss that. Now our ministers in charge...
Oh man, you massive scumbag. You can see the demon in his face. Yeah, right. Now, brothers, France to open to European and US tourists this summer with vaccination passports and COVID-19 tests. Yo, I got people living in there. France is not doing well at all. They are like, I don't know why those people are doing this, man. It's just they are so good at lying, and they think they can just sit there and lie. You know, look, you right behind Brazil. How are you right behind Brazil, man? Like, how you folks are doing well? You people are going to open because some people will say, oh, because they want you to take the vax and so stuff like that. It's just those people they are liars. Is that thing recording? Yes, it is. They are liars. They're going to keep lying and lying and lying and lying and lying. Lies upon lies. Well, that's one way to turn people away. Many not travel and they will lose out of money. Yeah, because they are losing money. Oh no, I can't go to France anyway. Wait, so does that mean I'll never go to visit France without injecting experiment? Oh, okay, all right, those are the people. Man, those people are liars, man. You guys are not doing well. You're not doing good, and this thing is ravaging you like it's doing to Brazil over there. Oh, this is Haitian, brethren. Haiti celebrates independence with nationwide parties. That was like April 14, like 5 days from now. They are 73 years old, okay? All right, let's watch a little of this.
Moving on at sundown tonight, Israelis going from 0 to 100 as we close Memorial Day commemoration.
So this nation is somewhat 73 years young, okay? 3 plus 7, 10 step, and the final steps. And they are celebrating their independence in April, so April 14, I believe. And they're going to say certain things.
Day celebrations.
The land of Israel was the birthplace of the Jewish people. Here, the spiritual, religion, and political identity was shaped. Here, they first attained statehood. Here they create cultural values of national and universal significance and gave the world the eternal books, Torah. And after being forcibly exiled from their land, the people kept faith with it throughout their desperation and never ceased to pray and hope their return to it. For the restoration in it of their political freedoms. It's all about political freedom. It's not about seeking, YAHAWAH himself, but political freedom. 73 years on. I have no comments onto this video. Thank you very much. I have something here. Let me see. Oh, that's the disaster fellow. All right, we have no comments onto this, and let's watch that.
As the rest of the world is fighting the most difficult battle since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, Israel seems to be in another world altogether. Just when we were getting used to the idea of wearing masks wherever we go, now we won't have to, at least for the time being, until the cycle starts again. Hannah Rifkin reports.
Around the world, cases and deaths are continuing to increase at worrying rates. Globally, the number of new cases per week has nearly doubled over the past 2 months. This is approaching the highest rate of infection that we have seen so far during the pandemic.
But here in Israel, that is simply not the case. Beginning on Sunday, the country is virtually back to normal. Israel is lifting COVID restrictions that require wearing a mask outdoors, but wearing masks in closed spaces will remain mandatory. In addition to reversing the mask mandate, children are returning to their, quote, normal routines on Sunday. The Education Ministry announcing over the weekend that students could return to full-time schooling, 6 days per week, without capsules, and with...
So, Hesh removes outdoor mask mandate starting this Monday. Wow. When you just sit there, brothers, you see all those people are they're inside of their own bubble, as if, yo, we beat this thing, man. Let's celebrate. I have no comments on this, brothers. I'll let the Most High make his comments. But remember this video, though.
Breaking news this time out of Spring. That is where overnight 2 people died when a Tesla crashed into a tree.
And it's what
Listen, a Tesla crashed into a tree. The previous videos, most of those videos, those people keep crashing into Cambodia, and we know the Most High is switching the ley lines, and then he's doing those things. Have you ever seen like all those cars keep crashing into trees? And look at, brothers, listen to this story. This is the weirdest crash so far we ever have here. Listen to the whole thing.
More breaking news this time out of Spring. That is where overnight 2 people died when a Tesla crashed into a tree.
And it's what appeared to have happened just before the crash that makes it especially unusual. KPRC2's Devin Clark's live in the Carlton Woods subdivision in Spring with what happened. Devin?
Jacob and Sophia, that Tesla that investigators say burst into flames has been removed from the scene, but you can still see tire marks here in the grass leading up to that tree where the Model S made contact. 2 men inside the vehicle were killed, and we understand that neither of them were in the driver's seat. We're told that one was in the front passenger side and the other was in the rear passenger side when the vehicle failed to adhere to a curve and went into the woods.
Who was driving then? So you got 2 dudes in the car. One is sitting in the passenger side in front, and the other one sit behind him. Who the hell was driving? Okay, who was driving so fast that this car hit a tree, and you see all those trees are just fine? And brethren, you're going to see the car. You see all the trees are just, they got a little like flame up, a little burned, but the trees are not broken. And who was driving? Okay, what the hell is this? What was 2 dudes doing in the car, one in the back seat behind the other, and the other one bending over in the front seat? Yeah, right. What the hell you guys were doing in this car that one of you which one of you was driving that got way too excited, went behind the other fellow and break his back? Yeah, right. Who was driving this car? What the hell happened here? What happened? You guys could not just pull up to a hotel and then rent a room? Yeah, right. Oh, okay, yeah. What happened here? What is this? Which one of you was the driver? How come? I don't get this. Like, it's 2 guys in the car. Okay, was it 3 of you? Was it 3 of you? The guy that was driving just look on his right side and see what was going on, and then he got spooked. He opened the door and rolled over in the street. Yeah, right. What the hell is this? Brothers, I'm very confused here. What is this? 2 people killed and what the hell? Like how? I'm getting very confused here. If this is the Most High sense of humor, if this is the Most High sense of humor, he got a great. Is that thing we've been recording? Let me see. Yes, it is, because sometimes it doesn't. 2 dudes, if this is the Most High sense of humor, he has a great sense of humor. 2 guys are driving a car. None of them are in the driver's seat. You know, those Tesla, I understand those Tesla do things, they drive by themselves. But yet, they told you this, the Tesla, I don't think they will drive by themselves if there is nobody in driver's seat. They got some type of sensor, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what the hell? Why would you make this car drive you on the passenger side and another dude sit behind you, and then this car went over there and crashed and both of you died? What the hell is this?
Because of the car's batteries reigniting the
Look at
fire, the
this.
firefighters say that they had to use 23,000 gallons of water to put the fire out. This happened just after 9 o'clock last night, but investigators say they spent 4 hours extinguishing the fire. The 2 men who were inside of the vehicle have not been identified, and even though we know that neither of the men were in the driver's seat, investigators are still trying to determine exactly what caused the crash. As soon as we get more details, we'll bring them to you. For now, report.
Okay, what is this, man? This is very confusing, man. If only there was a way to take control of a situation like this, like sitting in the driver's seat. Wouldn't be surprised if this shenanigan didn't prove a photo or been on TikTok. Oh yeah. Yeah, they could have done some TikTok thing, let that thing run and then jump in the back seat or do some nonsense. I'm going to go out on a limb here, but could possibly the cause be no one behind the wheel? But what the hell? How did you guys get this car to run that fast and then crash into a tree? You know what? I'm going to let the Most High deal with this, man. I'm very confused about this. Now, the shootings, brethren. Police investigate Kenosha bar shooting that left 3 dead, 2 injured. Okay?
There was a disturbance. It sounds like one person got removed from the establishment and possibly came back a short time later. I can confirm that there are 3 people that have died from this shooting. 2 actually at the Summers house, and 1 was actually jumped into a car and traveled southbound on Sheridan Road, and that subject passed away too. We don't believe this was a random act. I currently, from what I've been told, believe that the 3 people who passed away probably knew each other.
Yeah, I believe it's the same dude right here. Is that dude? Yeah, let me see. Okay, hunter for fugitive cop killed 3 and being filed over sex assault. I believe it's this dude right here. They have his.
This is not an active shooter situation. We are not calling it that at this point. This appears to be a domestic incident, and the victims were all known to our suspect.
Okay.
And so, at this point, we do not think that this individual is out targeting random people to shoot them. That does not mean that he is not dangerous. He is still at large.
Okay, so that shooting happened in Austin. Cops are hunting for former sheriff detective we suspect. What? Former sheriff detective we suspected of fatally shooting 3 people in Austin after he was fired on allegedly child sex assault. So, where's this brother right here? I believe it was a brother. Or is it another one? Because this one happened. Okay, that's happened about shooting in Kenosha County. Is that what that is? That is Kenosha, Wisconsin. Okay, this one happened in Texas. They are very confusing, but there are 2 different shootings. Okay, 2 different shootings. And people are asking, brethren. Okay, I was in a dollar store yesterday. The line was super long. And 1 cashier and 2 trainees, this lady, came and started complaining. As soon as the trainee tried to explain to her, she started calling him all kinds of names, threatened to have her son come back and deal with the trainee. It was crazy how it went from 0 to 100 in seconds. Small children were in the lines of families. There is really a mental sickness in America. No, it's not. That's the Most High stirring up things. It's not that bad being introvert. Okay, people don't know what a bar fight is nowadays. Just shoot, yeah. All right, and this is why I don't go to bar anymore. You know, gear up and be safe out there, y'all. Something's not right about all this horrible shooting. Tell your family and friends, love and every day. Yeah, something is not right because it is said here, number 5, destruction by the sword, execution by the sword. So that's why all those shootings are happening. You know, that's like 2 mass shooting in one day, and they don't want to call it that because, oh, this guy is not going around randomly killing people. This dude was in a bar. Okay, they kick him in out. He come back, he shoot a bunch of people, 3 of them die. And this dude, the other fellow, he was a ex-cop, ex-detective. He was accused of raping some kid or something like that, and then he came back and shoot killed 3 other people. Okay, those are 2 different shootings. One happened in Wisconsin, Kenosha, Wisconsin. The other one happened in Texas. So, let me see. So about to hold this. Man, not top comment. I want to hold this. Some people were saying, "What's going on? Something is going on here," and things like that. Oh my God. These countries keep spiraling out of whatever. Very sad. I'm so sorry for your loss. My condolences. Just come to YouTube to see more about the situation in Austin and see this sad, so scary. Yeah, because that's what happened. The shooting is what it won't stop, brothers. There are so many I can't even name them. All right, now we know there are 2 different shootings. One in Wisconsin and Kenosha, Wisconsin. One in Austin, Texas, I believe. All right, so. Now, because of this, brothers, let me see how long we are into this. 35. Let me see this quick. I think I made this before, but just in case, let me say this again. 2-year-old murder, not a 2-year-old little boy or little girl, it's just a 2-year-old murder case solved as police said women ambush shot ex-girlfriend. Now, let me let you hear this.
Case after a deadly shooting in Miami that happened 2 years ago. Police finally making an arrest. And Local 10 News reporter Ian Margler is live for us tonight with this story. Ian.
In February 2019, Brianna Pascal was killed right here where I am standing. Now, more than 2 years after that shooting, police believe they have the person in custody who did it, and it's her ex-girlfriend. A cold case in Miami is now heating back up.
Good morning, Ms. Alcima. You were arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant charging you with 1 count of first-degree murder.
Wismaine Alcima. Now,
so this woman that you're seeing here, believe it or not, she's a Haitian woman. Okay, those are the butch, the dykes that they get involved with this lifestyle, and they are very violent. This isn't the first time this happened in Miami or in this community. They are out of control down there. If they love a woman, so to speak, and these women dare to leave them for another or men, they will just simply murder you. You have no idea how many of them that are being killed down there. Young women, you'll see the young women that she killed, and you'll see what she said when she does this. The quote that she made. Okay, like you see how this thing is spiraling out of control. This is all the Mosai's work, all right?
Now in custody, accused of killing her ex-girlfriend, Brianna Pascal.
Another Haitian girl, Brianna Pascal. Okay? So that's the girl that she was with, and somehow she left her, oh damn it, for another woman, I guess, and then she went in there and then bump her, and then kill her.
Back in February 2019, police say at the time Pascal's new girlfriend had told them Alcima had made threats before, at one point saying, quote, "Be careful with your girlfriend because she does voodoo, and if I wanted to hurt her, I can."
That's one of the things that always give our people a bad rep. They use this to hurt people. Just like a gun. You can use a gun to defend yourself, but they use it to hurt people. Well, then she tried to do some voodoo things, which is not working, which never does, because that's not what it is for. Black magic does. Negative magic does, so to speak. You cannot use voodoo to hurt anybody. You can use black magic, which they dubbed it as voodoo, and she could not hurt her with the voodoo because the hooligan will not want to do the story is all over, though. The hooligan said, "We don't murder people here." And then she said, "Well, I'll do it myself." There you go.
And that's exactly what police say happened. Her arrest warrant describes how Alcima allegedly waited in a stolen Honda Civic for Pascal to drive by with her new girlfriend. Police say Alcima rear-ended their car and waited for Pascal to get out to look at the damage. Then the arrest warrant says, quote, "The driver of the offending vehicle exited the silver Honda Civic wearing a mask and shot the victim multiple times." Surveillance video from nearby shows someone wearing what appears to be a black hoodie running from the scene, and then moments later shows a red car speeding off. Police say that was Alcima. Later, officers say they found the gun, black hoodie, and ski mask nearby and were able to match Alcima's DNA to DNA on the gun and in the mask. Police also say phone records place Alcima at the scene at the time of the shooting.
There you go. All right. There you go. So, again, that's not the first time. I remember when I was in high school, one of those dyke girl was telling a little Spanish girl that she's in love with her, and the Spanish girl was so confused. She like, what? I don't even know you, and I'm not into this. And she laughed, and she came back in the school brethren. She shot that girl to death, and she said, if you're not loving me, you can't be for no one else, and shot her to death. And I remember in Boca Raton, let me see if I can pull up this story. Boca Raton, lesbian couple stabbed the other to death. Let me see, till death, is that what that is? And she stabbed her somewhere around like 230 something time. Murder in Belford. Yeah, he murdered her, like he stabbed her 42 times. Well, how was it? It happened so much. Okay, if you're gonna leave those people, make sure like you leave somewhere they can't find you. You don't tell them. Okay, they just like he stabbed the ex-girlfriend like 117 times or 200 times. It happened all the time. Okay, because they are emotionally, they are like unbalanced. They will kill you. Hey, that's the truth, man. They will kill. I have nothing against nobody out there or saying this and stuff. It's just they will kill you. I've witnessing the rage of those females, and they will just kill you. Like, they will not think. This is a plain murder, okay? For you to plan this, like, this is not something that happened. You were in an argument and stuff. This is plain murder. But hey, that's what happened, man. So those people died by the sword, and then something's going to happen to her in prison. So anyway, so let's look at the weather over there. This is Saudi Arabia. They've been catching a lot of hail. You know, that happened today. That's the hailstorm. Okay. All right. That's the hailstorm. It's going to keep increase. This is plague number 6. Increase of hail and snow. All right. So this is the desert. This is not supposed to happen in the desert, brethren, but it does. It does. Okay, that's the hail keep falling. Okay, and those people acting like everything is good, everything is juicy. And again, another ley line.
From a fiery crash that was likely caused by drag racing. That crash sent an SUV flying into a church on Detroit's east side overnight.
Yes. This is a classic example of the ley line. Into a church. Fatal crash sends SUV into church entrance on Detroit's east side. This is a class. I don't think that was good. Anyway, let's watch this.
SUV burst into flames moments after it hit 2 Timothy Baptist Church on Maxwell and East Warren. Victor Williams is hearing from a man who heard the explosion, then jumped in to help.
2 Timothy Baptist Church. Oh, man. Yo, the Mosai, it's just, every time you look at the Mosai, man, these guys always blew my mind. 2 Timothy Baptist Church. 2 Timothy 2:15. It's just like study. We are studying here. Oh, we are studying here, and the Mosai is doing this, man. This is a classic ley line, you know?
Such a heartbreaking tragedy to unfold right here on the steps of this church that you see behind me, where a memorial is taking place for the 2 people who unfortunately lost their lives in this crash. We're told by police that this was the result of drag racing. But tonight we spoke to a man who said he tried everything he could to help the people trapped inside, but it made no difference in the outcome of this situation.
The police ain't even answering, bro. They going to voicemail.
Shocking cell phone footage taken on Maxwell Street shows the harsh aftermath of a car crash that happened around 11 p.m. Saturday night. Antoine Dawson recorded the pulse-pounding moments right after the collision took place.
I was just sitting in the bed, and I heard the boom. And when I walked to the corner, all I seen was, flames.
Instinctively, Antoine says he pulled out his cell phone, but after the 36-second video was done being recorded, he tried his best to get the two people inside of the vehicle out.
You see, they could not get them out because it's not up to you. Stay out of it. This is the Most High's doing. Brothers, I've been saying this. A car crashed into a church, and they say it was some kind of drag racing, and okay, well, yeah, whatever, man. And we know for a fact it's the ley line causing this. And you know all those churches are built on top of ley line. This is a classic. We saw this all the time if you've been following the news that we're bringing. So thank you for the brother or the sister who sent me this. I can't quite remember because I'm receiving a lot. So that's what happened, okay?
It was so hot. You know, I didn't want to risk getting burnt all up. You feel me? Like,
exactly.
I was there, like, I tried.
Sadly, the crash was fatal, with the man and woman not surviving the impact. The images of the flames will now haunt Antoine for the rest of his life.
That's why we keep telling the people, do not get involved. Remember that brother that was, I believe that was in Detroit also. He witnessed a fatal crash and he stopped. The wife said, don't go. He disobeyed the wife and went in there and he saw the body split in half. So all the guts spilling all over, the people cut in half. You're not supposed to see things like that with your fleshly eyes, man. You know how that is when you see somebody being burned alive? Stay out of it, man. Let the Most High have his judgment. Let the Most High have his way. You're not a superhero. Let the fire station or the firefighters, the fire department, handle business, and the police.
She was trying to get her seatbelt off. She wasn't saying nothing or nothing. You know, like, you feel me? When she looked, that's when the flames of the fire caught her hair and grabbed her, like, got her whole face and like this.
You see that? You see Sunday that? She was still alive in the car, fighting. The Most High did not want her to get out. She was fighting, and this dude witnessed that. You're not supposed to witness anything like that, brethren. To watch somebody being burned alive. You see this person is being burned alive. She tried to get out of the car. She couldn't. And they were trying to open the door of the car. They could not. What if you were trying to do this and the car explode, brothers, and then you right there with it?
2 Timothy Baptist had to cancel services because of the damage to the entrance and strong smell of smoke on the inside.
Oh, you know, AD 212. So, you know, the mark of the beast and font and stuff like that. Those are all the Most High is doing. And our people will not yield. I won't be surprised that's a black church.
It was a beautiful structure. Now we have to go ahead and see if we can get everything together.
Church member.
In the meantime, members like Belinda Jackson will continue to pray for all those involved in the crash as the cleanup continues.
It's just those people. Something like that happened to your church. This should have shaken your faith. Well, COVID-19 did not, but I don't know. This should have shaken your faith, saying, you know what? Something is going on here. Why would the God that I worship let something that happen to my church? Did we did something wrong? Is something that we did? What is it? And then it happened like, you know, Maxwell, maximum pain, well, right there. Crazy.
I'm praying for the family, especially of the two people that lost their lives. And
I wouldn't want nobody's life to end that way. Yeah. Not even my own. That's bold. How your life can end by jumping in the passenger seat of a car.
Chilling words coming from that young man, but at some point it was believed that there was a baby inside of the car, but police are saying that was not the case. It was also believed that there was a charger involved in this accident. Police are saying, however, this was a single vehicle incident.
How is it a single vehicle incident involved drag racing? To whom they were drag racing with? They were doing it to themselves. We know for a fact it's the ley line. The church are built on top of the line. The two people that were in this did something. The Most High took them out. All praises to the Most High. Brothers and sisters, feel the Most High. Give him all praises, all credit. You know, and then let the Most High do his thing. I think I have a beat here. Oh, I'll play this later. So, brethren, do everything you can do for the glory of the Most High. Praise him. Study. And I will see you folks today at 8:30 p.m. for the Pillar of Fire. We are going to study together, okay? May his will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. Shalom. May the King reign forever.